boy was born, TJ. Pictures of him with the baby. Pictures with Alexis looking like the perfect little family. Everyone around them said TJ was a good man, treated Alexis right. But eventually things fell apart. They tried. Some things just can't be. TJ left Alexis in 2021, 3 months before she went. And according to him, he hadn't been back to her apartment, not even once since he left. This is where the story gets interesting. Because after they broke up, Alexis started acting differently. People close to her noticed changes. And then in January 2022, in those final weeks before she disappeared, Alexis started saying things that terrified everyone who heard them. Now we need to hear accusing him of being involved. They were calling him a suspect. They were nailing him to the cross, as he put it. So TJ Went Live is going to give you the context you need. Let me play this for you because his words matter.
I've been remaining calm too long, bro. Y'all got me messed up. Messed up, man. Y'all got me messed up. Real talk. Alright, check it. I don't know why everybody want oh, it's at 44. Hey, wait. 45. I need 1K. Alright, check it. Why y'all out there slandering my name, saying I'm a suspect, all this? I done heard everything in the brook, man. I'm to the cross. Y'all got me messed up, bro. I'm not one of them. But check it though. So, I'm gonna run this thing all the way back before Lex went missing. You feel me? Alright. For one, me and Lex been separated. You feel me? I left Lex. Lex didn't leave me. You feel me? So boom, I left off and up there around what, October. You know what I'm saying? I ain't been out there, been back up there not one time. You feel me? Not one time. Her being missing, Lex was, I don't know, she was dealing with some kind of spiritual root shit. I don't know what was going on. She was just being out of her head. You know what I'm saying? So Tuesday night, 1:30 in the morning, talking about some TJ. She say, I know you sleep. I know you gotta work in the morning. She say, but let me tell you something right. Well, my last 5 exes within the last 7 years, they died. Huh? What you talking about? She said, I wish death upon them. I said, bro, you is tripping. You know what I'm saying? You need help, man. Get off my phone. You talking crazy. I hung up. She started sending me all type of pictures of a ladybug crawling on the ceiling. What they mean? You know what I'm saying?
Now, we don't have confirmation that 5 of her exes really died. What we do know is that Alexis believed it. Or at least she was saying it. And that matters for understanding her state of mind.
So she fucking around, talking about she won the lottery, hit the lottery, and all type of shit. So she done spending that. Yeah, they know that. I'm gonna keep that shit gutter, nigga. So, boom, come Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I ain't done in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Me and Les ain't been talking none of that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't Saturday. They come Saturday before she came missing. She called me. She was like, TJ, I'm down at my mama's house. She say, if you want to, I'll come down there. Then she changed.
This is January 29th. Alexis was at her mother Alberta's house, about 80 miles from her apartment in Greenville. She called TJ and said he could come see their son.
She changed her mind, saying that I just wait, spend more time with him. I'm like, what you mean spend more time with him? You don't had him. See my son. You ain't even let me video check. I can feel you crying through him. What you mean you can feel him crying through me? I mean through him.
It's getting a little weird. I'm gonna sit down for to the bottom of it.
Personal journey, overcoming anxiety. Anxiety weighing heavy? Lighten the load with our support. This course set me on the path to success. Don't wait. Begin your journey today. Comment.
Before we carry on, let me put the positive vibes out for the day. That's what I do on my channel. I read from my daily book of inspiration, written by Sarah Young, called Enjoying Peace in His Presence, Jesus Calling. And this is the inspirational word today, inspired by the book of the Bible for January the 14th, 2026. Let me bless you with my grace and peace. Open your heart and mind to receive all that I have for you. Do not be ashamed of your emptiness. Instead, view it as optimal condition for being filled with my peace. It is easy to touch up on your outward appearance, to look as if you have it all together. Your attempt to look good can fool most people, but I see straight through you, into the depths of your being. There is no place for a pretense in your relationship with me. Rejoice in the relief of being fully understood. Talk with me about your struggles and feelings of inadequacy. Little by little, I will transform your weakness into strength. Remember that your relationship with me is saturated in grace. Therefore, nothing that you do or do not do can separate you from my presence. And this was inspired by the book of 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 7, and Romans chapter 8, verse 38 through 39. Let this be an inspiration to the readers and the hearers and the doer of this word. And let's get back into it.
Let that sink in. She told through him, like she had spiritual connection or premonition, like she knew something bad was coming.
I said, she's like, let me think about it. So, I called my cousin. You going to church? Got in the car. This shit hurt. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen a light.
Sitting in his car outside church crying because he could see something wrong with the mother of his child. He knew she was going through something mentally, and it was hurting him because he still cared. But here's where it gets chill. Alexis told him something that's gonna make your skin.
So, you know, go to church. We go to church. Leave church. Now, mind me now, before I went to church, Lex didn't even say, don't go to church. I keep seeing down there on oncoming traffic, like car gonna hit you head on.
She was having visions of him being taken collision. She begged him not to go to church because she kept seeing him getting hit by a car.
She saw me a car crash, which I got in my inbox, so somebody got killed on the head-on car crash.
She sent him a message about someone got killed in a head-on car crash. Was she trying to warn him? Or, and this is what's chilling, was she trying something? That she had put something on him? That whatever she was involved in, spirit targeting him next? But TJ's response showed,
I'm like, Lex, man, listen, one thing about it, you can't stop. You feel me? Like, gonna happen. I ain't scared of it. I ain't scared of death. You saying we all gotta go. I went on to church anyway. She begged me not to go. I went on anyway.
something. That decision to go to church anyway might have saved his life. So TJ went to happen that Sunday afternoon. But first, we need to talk about what happened 4 days before she disappeared on Wednesday, January. Because what Alexis did, what she said on camera is going to change everything you knew about this case. Alexis was living at Rocky Creek Apartments, had a Ring doorbell camera. That camera captured Alexis walking up to their door. And what she said, what she was holding in her hand, listen, this the moment when everything clicked. Now, according to members who spoke publicly about this, the neighbor
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room, and
Why she go to the neighbor house too, though? That's what I don't understand. Unless she stayed right next door and they doors side by side in one apartment, the apartment that way. That's the only thing that I can really think about. Why she captured this video and what it looked like that she talking to the neighbor, but they just got it on camera. So I'm not sure. Baby Daddy said that that's what she called him, saying that she wished people death, and then what they were saying was like, once you truly covered by the Christ, that's why I always spend time enjoying peace in His presence and reading His Word, because you can't God's people and get into this dark magic. It work, but oh no, hold on real quick. My apologies. Yeah, my system tweaking just a little bit. It's lagging on my end, maybe not on your end, but if so, please let me know. This is what I've been dealing with like past few months off and on. I don't know what's going on. What do you do? I got you.
up. The ground was disturbed, but the box, he ever found it. To this day, we don't know where that box is or what was in it on that neighbor's door. The neighbor didn't open it. They spoke through the Ring camera. And the very first thing that came out of Alexis's mouth was this. Hey, it's your neighbor upstairs. What's up? I was let you know that I ain't going to lie. I do like root work and ride, period. That's how she opened the conversation. Not, hey, how you doing? Sorry to bother you. She led with root work. And she made sure to specify that she does both at root work.
It's easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside's account. When you're ready to record, just hit rack to capture.
Those who
That's
don't
good.
know, root work, also called hoodoo or conjure, is traditional African American folk magic. It involves using natural items, roots, personal items to cast spells or influence situations. Some people use it for protection, healing, love. But it can also be used to cause harm, to control people, to curse people. And when you're doing root work, when you're casting spells, items you use afterwards have to be disposed of properly. You can bury them in a yard. You can take them to a crossroads. Some spells even require you to bury items in a graveyard. Here's something specific that people who practice root work will tell you. When you bury something in your backyard, especially when you're doing love spells, it's to keep someone close to you, to bind them to you, to make sure they can't leave you or forget about you. So when Alexis was caught digging in that backyard garden spade, and the first thing she said was, I do root work, good and bad. She was doing back there was intentional. That was spiritual work, and I know what I'm doing. In that camera footage, Alexis started talking about, she mentioned someone, a past relationship. The exact details of that part aren't completely clear, but what we know is Alexis was connecting her root work to someone from her past. Now think about the timeline. This ring doorbell footage happened Wednesday, January 26th. 3 days before that, on Tuesday night at 1:30 a.m., Alexis called TJ and told him, my last 5 exes, I wish death upon them. Was TJ one of those exes she was talking about? Was that box in the backyard connected to him? And if it was she doing, was she casting a spell? Or was she breaking one? Because here Stan root work have pointed out, if Alexis was burying something, that means she was maintaining one. But if she was digging something up to undo a spell, she was trying to break whatever she had put in motion. Remember what Jay said? Alexis called him Sunday morning and told him she kept seeing him in a head-on car crash. She begged him not to go to church. Something was going to happen to him. What if Alexis had cast a death spell on TJ, buried it in that backyard, and then realized what she had done? What if she was trying to dig it up to save him? And what if by doing that, she broke some kind of spiritual rule she couldn't control? I'm not here to tell you what to believe spiritually, but what I am telling you is that Alexis believed in what she was doing. And whatever was happening to her, whether it was spiritual or psychological or both, terrifying her. Let's go back to that final weekend at her mama's house, January 28th, with both of her children. She fed the kids, and then nothing seemed unusual that first night. Saturday, January 29th, things started getting concerning. Alberta noticed Alexis wasn't acting like herself. She was scared, anxious, and then Alexis started telling her mother things that Alberta will never forget. Someone had been calling Alexis's phone all day, a number she recognized, a number she had blocked, but somehow the calls kept getting through.
That was the
Alexis showed her mother the phone. She showed the number was right there, blocked, but it was still calling. Still getting through. And when Alberta asked her daughter who it was, Alexis said the devil. Not a name, not this guy I know, or someone from my past. She said the devil was calling her phone.
Just you, building your app. On base 44.
mentioned that recently Alexis had gotten really into astrology, reading about her zodiacs, about Pisces, predictions, and spiritual meanings. She was telling people to pay attention to certain things, the road, certain colors. She was talking things that were going to happen in the future. But on that Saturday at her mama's house, Alexis wasn't just reading horoscopes. She was terrified. She told her mother someone in a black truck had been following her. Not just once, this had been going on for weeks. Every time she went somewhere, there was this black truck behind her. And then Alexis said something that broke her mother's heart. She started crying. And through her tears, she kept saying, I'm not. Her 30th birthday was coming up in March, just 2 months away. And Alexis was convinced she wasn't going to live to see it. I was having some kind of breakdown, if someone was really threatening her or what was happening. But she knew her baby was scared. She knew something was wrong. The next day, Sunday, January 30th, ready to leave. She would drive back to Greenville with the kids, but Alberta didn't want her to go. After everything Alexis had said the night before, after seeing how scared she was, at first, Alexis agreed. She said she would stay, but then she changed her mind. She told her mother she was okay. She got dressed, did her hair and makeup, and said she was heading home. And according to what Alberta told the media later, Alex said she was exhausted and was going straight home to take a nap. Alberta called Alexis on FaceTime to check on her. Alexis answered right away. She was in her bed just like she said she would. She told her mother she was taking a nap and would call her back when she got up. But here's what happened next. And this detail is crucial. According to reports, after that FaceTime saw something outside, someone inside it. Alexis called the police. We don't know exactly what happened, if they actually spoke to her or just drove by the area. But what we know is that after the police left, Alexis made a decision. She got her kids, she got in her car, and she left her apartment. A few hours later, she called TJ and asked him to meet her at 7-Eleven so she could give him the Let's get back to TJ's account of what happened at that gas station. His description of how Alexis was she was saying, it's gonna show you just how afraid this woman was.
She called me. And I put on speakerphone, let my cousin hear how she. So she got there, she was like, she said, where you at? I said, I'm at my aunt's house watching. So she was like, well, me on 29 at 7-Eleven if we get the kids, like 3 miles left. I said, okay. So as she talking, she like, TJ, watch out for these cars. Watch out for a white car, gray car, black car. Now, mind me, now I'm like, so I put on speakerphone, let my cousin them, everybody hear. So I'm like, I'm on my way. So my cousin like, boy, go get you, boy. So I was like, shit, I said, I'm doubt them up. We left. I pull up at 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? She sitting at the gas pump. I get out, go in the stove. I pump 35 in her gas tank, and I put 20 in mine. I come back in, out, get my son. You know, he asked me, could Naomi go with me, her daughter? I was like,
This is important. TJ was expecting to just pick up his son. That was the plan. But we could go with him too.
so I was like, she said, okay. She said, TJ, watch out for this car. You see, like white car, black car. So I said, man, what you mean? I said, babe, you need help. You need to get some help. So I was like, she was like, she know, TJ, I'm telling you. She's like, give me a hug me. So I hugged her. You know what I'm saying? The hug didn't even feel right. Something wasn't right. So I got there and hugged, got in the car, and I pulled up. For y'all, the one that's in. As I passed Welfare Church, I barely passed Welfare. She I'm like, man, you talk to Liz. She supposed to be coming out. She was like, nah, I ain't talk to her. She said, like, man, she got the phone on the kids. You feel me? So, okay, I'm finna call on Facebook. Facebook, call him. Ain't get no response. No more. I ain't hear nothing else.
Your talent.
It's big.
The surveillance footage from that 7-Eleven red 2019 Honda Accord. A big tractor trailer pulled into the gas station doing the exchange. It blocked the camera's most important moments. So we can't see her putting the kids in. We can't see their final conversation. Then they both left in separate vehicles, sped away. After Alexis sped away from TJ, her car was spotted on surveillance complex in Anderson, not a different apartment complex. And of course, Alexis had no known connection to this place. Nobody could explain why her car would be there. The car was seen there multiple times that night, but you can't make out who's driving. Then highway cameras picked up her red Honda Accord traveling toward Augusta, Georgia, and then coming back to South Carolina. But the footage wasn't clear enough to confirm if Alexis was the one driving. And then nothing. Disappeared. For the next 2 days, Alexis's family kept calling her phone. Everything went to voicemail. Alexis always answered her phone. That was one thing everybody said. No matter what time, what day, if you called Alexis, she picked up. Her cousin Kayla said she always answers. Like, even if I call at 3 in the morning, she always picks up the phone. But now, on Monday, January, Alexis was supposed to have an appointment at the lottery office in Augusta, Georgia. She had lottery tickets she was planning to take there. She never showed up. By Tuesday, February, Alexis's sister called the Anderson County Sheriff's Office and filed a missing persons report. February 2nd, they got the call that would confirm their worst fears. A man in McCormick County, South Carolina, called the police about an abandoned car on the side of a dirt road, a Honda Accord, Carolina plates. When police ran the plates, they realized whose car it was.
Okay.
Alexis's. McCormick County is Anderson, about an hour's drive. And the car wasn't on a main road. It was on a dirt road, remote, rural, heavily wooded, the kind of place you don't just stumble across. You have to know where you're going to end up. The car and looked inside. Here's what they found. Alexis's cell phone. Her purse with her ID inside. A bag of clothes. Her daughter's cell phone. The world was sitting in that car. But Alex wasn't there. And outside the car, lying in the grass, was the black hair bonnet she'd been wearing at the 7-Eleven that night. Now think about that for a second. Hair bonnets don't fall off. They stay on your head. They're meant to protect your hair while you move around. For that bonnet to be on the ground outside the car, either Alexis took it off in a hurry or there was some kind of struggle. Alexis's mother, Alberta, herself. When she was at the gas station, that was on her head. Just pick it up and put it back on. That there is enough to say that there had to be some kind of scuffle to take place. Law enforcement started searching the area. Searched helicopters, cadaver dogs. They searched 222 acres around where that car, K9 units, state police, everything. They found nothing. No trace of Alexis, no clothing, no evidence, nothing. February 3rd, they did another search. February 8th, McCormick County Sheriff organized another massive search effort. Over and over, they combed through the woods. But Alexis Ware had vanished. When forensics processed the car, here's what they found. Blood. No signs of a struggle vehicle. The only prints in the car belonged to Alexis. Nobody else. But the car was covered in mud. It had been driven through rough terrain to get to that location. So what happened? How did Alexis's car in that remote dirt ride, but Alexis herself was nowhere to be found? The family started doing everything they could to find her.
I had to pause it for a second because I'm just thinking like maybe whatever, was playing with her mind, whatever she allowed herself to be possessed by, led her that way, and she had no control over it. When the devil kept calling her, he just as crafty as a miracle. You don't know how God bless you. It's just miraculously that things happen because it's beyond your understanding. And it's the same way with the devil. When you make these agreements, you're bound to those agreements. That's exactly what it is. Like no matter what. Her doing Who else? I'm good, man.